Written by Kira Freed. Focus question. What are the features of the rainforest biome? A place of wonder. Picture a forest so tall that the trees seem to touch the sky. Beneath these giants, a dense weave of leaves and branches shades the layers below. Squawking birds flash brilliant colors as monkeys scramble from branch to branch, filling the air with their howls. Snakes slither silently up tree trunks, hiding in wait for prey. Far below, on the dark, damp forest floor, creatures scurry and creep through mushrooms, dead leaves, and fallen fruit. When nighttime arrives, larger animals will come out to hunt. Water is everywhere. It falls from the sky, drips from leaves, pools on the ground, and flows downhill into streams. Even the air is thick with moisture. All of nature celebrates the life-giving power of water and the abundant growth it supports. This is a rainforest, a place of astonishing beauty and wonder. The rainforest biome. Different types of environments cover Earth's surface. These regions and the communities of plants and animals that live there are called biomes. Deserts, oceans, grasslands, and tundra are examples of biomes. So are rainforests. Many factors play a part in creating Earth's biomes. Two important ones are latitude, how far a location is from the equator, and elevation, or height above sea level. Both help determine how warm or cool a place is. Climate, land, and water are also important building blocks of biomes, as are plants and animals. Rainforests are forests with very high rainfall. They receive more rain than any other biome and support by far the greatest diversity of plants and animals on Earth. Rainforests are found on every continent except Antarctica. There are two main types. Tropical rainforests are mainly located in the tropical zones, which are between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. These zones are closest to the equator and receive the most direct sunlight. They also receive about the same amount of sunlight throughout the year. South America's Amazon rainforest is the largest and best known tropical rainforest. Others are found in Central America and parts of Africa, Southern Asia, and Australia. Almost all rainforests are tropical rainforests. Temperate rainforests are mainly located along coasts in cool temperate regions farther from the equator. In North America, temperate rainforests stretch from Alaska to Oregon. They are also found along the coast of Chile, in Norway and the United Kingdom, and in parts of eastern Russia, Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. Tropical rainforests. Climate and soil. Tropical rainforests are generally warm and humid year-round. As a rule, average temperatures range from about 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, 68 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and humidity is often 80% or higher throughout the year. Yearly rainfall is at least 200 centimeters, 80 inches, and can reach 1,000 centimeters, 400 inches. Rainfall can be very heavy, as much as 5 centimeters, 2 inches, in an hour. Most tropical rainforests lack distinct rainy and dry seasons. Soils in tropical rainforests are rarely rich. This is in part because the plants themselves contain so many nutrients that not much is left in the soil. Also, rainforest soil is often waterlogged because rainfall is almost always greater than the rate at which water evaporates. Water flows downhill into rivers and streams, carrying nutrients with it. The importance of rainforests. During photosynthesis, plants produce oxygen as a waste product. Because the rate of photosynthesis is so high in rainforests, this biome produces most of Earth's oxygen, which humans and other animals depend on for our survival. Rainforests also absorb carbon dioxide, which keeps this gas from entering Earth's atmosphere and adding to global warming. These forests provide homes for enormous numbers of life forms. The list of ways that rainforests benefit the environment goes on and on. Tropical rainforests have the highest biodiversity of any biome. Even though they cover only about 7% of Earth's surface, they contain more than half of the planet's plants and animals. This is a result of several factors. The almost constant sunlight and warm temperatures support photosynthesis, which produces food for not only plants, but also the animals they feed, either directly or indirectly. The availability of water, which all living things require, is another factor. In addition, tropical rainforests offer many and diverse kinds of food and shelter. This biome contains more than 2/3 of all known plant species, and new animal species are discovered every year. Plants. Plants in tropical rainforests grow in 4 layers. The emergent layer contains the tallest trees, which can grow to over 60 meters, 200 feet, in height. Because they rise above the other trees, they receive the most sun, rain, and wind. The heavy exposure to sunlight causes their water to evaporate. These trees have adaptations to survive in dry conditions, including small, waxy leaves. The canopy, roughly 18 to 45 meters, 60 to 125 feet, in height, is where most plants and animals live. Trees and vines grow so densely that they shade the layers below. Most flowers and fruit grow in the canopy. It also contains many epiphytes, or air plants, which live on other plants for support. Epiphytes get nutrients from rain and humidity in the air rather than from soil. In rainforests, they often grow on trees in order to reach sunlight. The understory receives much less sunlight than higher layers, only about 2 to 15%. Plants here have adaptations to survive in shade, including large, wide leaves to capture sunlight for photosynthesis. The understory also contains young trees, as well as many climbing plants that seek sunlight. Mosses, algae, and fungi often grow on understory plants as well. The forest floor, or ground level, is dark and humid, receiving only about 2% of sunlight. The almost complete lack of sunlight prevents most plants from growing in this layer. It contains decomposing leaves and fallen trees, fruit, and branches. Decomposition supports rainforest food chains in important ways. Mosses, ferns, ginger, mushrooms, and fungi are also common here. Animals. Animals vary widely from one tropical rainforest to another. However, certain adaptations are common among them. Many have adaptations for living in trees, including flying, climbing, leaping, and gliding. Communicating with loud calls is common since the dense trees block visibility. Bright colors help many birds spot each other. Other rainforest animals don't want to be spotted. Instead, they use camouflage to hide from predators. Because of the abundance of animals, competition for food is widespread. Some animals deal with this by having specialized diets or body parts. For example, a toucan's huge, long bill allows it to reach fruit growing on branches too thin to support its weight. Many rainforest animals are active at night. This adaptation helps them avoid daytime heat and also reduces competition for food, grasping, and gliding. Some canopy animals have developed special adaptations to get across large spaces between branches. Especially in Central and South America, some have a grasping or prehensile tail that can be used like a fifth limb. For example, spider and howler monkeys use this body part when scrambling from branch to branch high above the ground. In Asia, some animals glide to cross gaps in the canopy. Flying squirrels, flying geckos, and several other animals have this adaptation. They don't actually fly. Instead, they soar from higher to lower branches using skin flaps around their body that catch air somewhat like a parachute. Bats, butterflies, small monkeys, eagles, and other birds live in the emergent layer. The canopy is home to the most animals. including some that spend their entire life there. Sloths, toucans, and howler and spider monkeys are found in Central and South America. Orangutans live in Southeast Asia, and sugar gliders live in Australia and parts of Indonesia. Parrots live in all rainforest canopies. Frogs, salamanders, snakes, lizards, birds, and insects are found in the understory, and ground-dwelling animals live on the forest floor. Tapirs, deer, peccaries, boars, and capybaras live in the Amazon. Asian rainforests have elephants and tigers. Elephants are also found in African rainforests, as are gorillas and pygmy hippos. All rainforests except those in Australia have some kind of cat, such as tigers, jaguars, or leopards, and all but those in the Americas have crocodiles. Rainforests around the world have an abundance of insects, spiders, and earthworms. Temperate rainforests. Temperate rainforests receive less rain than tropical rainforests, but still quite a lot, 150 to 500 centimeters, 60 to 200 inches yearly. Moisture from coastal fog adds another 18 to 30 centimeters, 7 to 12 inches, of precipitation each year. Mild winters, cool summers, and rainfall throughout the year are typical, although summers tend to be drier. Plants grow in 3 layers instead of 4, with no emergent layer. The tallest canopy trees grow to roughly 90 meters, 300 feet tall. Temperate rainforests have far fewer species of trees and other plants than tropical rainforests. In the northern hemisphere, evergreens with needle-shaped leaves are common in the canopy. Mosses and deciduous shrubs, shrubs that drop their leaves in winter, grow in the understory. In the southern hemisphere, broadleaf evergreens grow in the canopy, and evergreen and deciduous shrubs and trees are found in the understory. Epiphytes are generally limited to ferns and mosses. Temperate rainforests have many animals living on the forest floor, where they are sheltered from rain and wind. Animals include tree frogs, squirrels, raccoons, deer, black bears, bobcats, wolves, mountain lions, and a variety of insects and spiders. People in rainforests. Native peoples have lived in rainforests for thousands of years, and an estimated 50 million still live there. The changes caused by European settlers have had a significant impact on most traditional lifestyles, and some groups no longer exist. The largest number of remaining native peoples live in the Amazon rainforest. In recent years, many people have moved to rainforests and cleared land of trees to start small farms and ranches. Logging and mining have also caused significant areas of forest to be cleared. Tropical rainforests provide a vast number of resources for modern life, including food, spices, wood, medicines, and minerals. Tourism in rainforests, especially in the Amazon, is very popular because of the diversity of wildlife. A celebration of abundance. Life exists almost everywhere on Earth, from Antarctica to the Sahara Desert, and from the ocean floor to Mount Everest. However, conditions in many places present challenges for living things. Those places may be cold for much or all of the year, or they may lack shelter or a steady water supply. Rainforests are different. Nothing is lacking. They offer so much water, warmth, and shelter that life erupts in abundance. To get a sense of this biome's biodiversity, think about this. More kinds of ants live on a single bush in the Amazon rainforest